Don't do that to me. I'm zooming. Do you notice that? I'm just pulled over. I'm way up here. This is the first time I've been back here in a year, at least, up this high, because this is where Joel left that. We left the talking stick, so a few of you will remember. And I don't know. Look at the star structure. Blatant. Yeah, it's to be seen from there. There's UFOs everywhere. They're all, I've realized, they're just everywhere all the time, going like this. All the time. Even when they're not cloaked or invisible to you, they're moving too fast for you to see them. It just shows you guys, I've been trying to talk to you about this for so long, about how we see nothing. You can see nothing. You're blind. That's it. We're made to see each other and beautiful colors in the world. That's it. Just the basics. You don't realize how much more complex the earth is. Think about how smart that was of the creator. Let's make a world. The humans think they're special. They think they can see everything and they think they know everything. Yet it's completely the opposite, because the world is so much more than that. Look at this. Look at all the stuff they've done. There's no way someone didn't find this, because there's a campsite over there, and it's really a busy one where people like show up together and do like, you know, like a big family event. And it's amazing, the structures around the campsite. It's simply amazing. I'd give anything if that stick was there. I know it was right in here. No one would be looking, but wow, that you guys, Joel, look at all they did. I left your stick right here. It was right here. And they did all of this. I'm not exaggerating. It was right in this tree right here. I put it right here. Up in there. It's gone. It's a talking stick. It had feathers all over it. A really big blatant thing. And someone either found it or they took it. But one thing I know is this wasn't here. None of this. So the talking stick is gone, but there's an incredible amount of new activity around it, which could be a coincidence or it could be a reaction to that. Like, hey, we can't give you anything, but look at this. Just doing an extra check to be sure that was the tree. I'm almost sure it was. So I'd be able to spot the feathers. So it's very possible a person saw it. I would think not the first person. You know what I mean? Like, this would have to be something like you just spot by accident, because you could just walk right by anything in here. I've never had that happen to me. I told you this place was special. I told them, you guys, they don't believe me. How special you guys are. This is the one, these guys will come right out in front of me. Well, not all together, but one. One will. And they'll challenge me to a mind duel. And they win. I don't know. That's why I think they've been fighting. They've been staying back a little bit, because they try now, and I know. And I just refuse to deal with it. And then, you guys tell me how I just heard right through that the most unbelievable pipe noises. Do, 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 do. Two pipes hitting each other. Two metal pipes. Not a wood knock, a metal knock. And look at my entrance. I did all the walking off camera. This video is gonna take me a while because of the way I got to do it. So be patient with this if it's a long video. It should pay off. You guys, thank you. Look at the entrance. Look at this, you guys. This is a place where I give them time each time. So now it's been a year or two. You guys, it's been at least 2 years, about 2 years. 2 years now. I'm at 10,500 feet, right? And it's 65 degrees. It is so beautiful out. I cannot even begin. Bear with us, okay? It's not really, it is a structure video for a second, because I gotta do this to go where I'm going. And I wanna see Look at that, you guys. That didn't exist 2 years ago. I know this spot very, very well. Well, sort of, really well. Let's go see what they did in here. I'm gonna do it quickly. You guys, this is so pretty. I can't believe everything you've done. I know sometimes I talk to them like I'm talking to my 6-year-old kid. I don't mean for that to be the way. I just mean to sound nice. Because I'm not trying to insult them like I'm above them. Because if anything, I feel inferior because of all their knowledge. Everything they know is something to be very envious of. So the way I look at it is we're all about equal in a sense, right? So we know nothing, right? But we get everything. They know everything and don't seem to get much that I can tell. Like we get the earth. Let's just say they are downstairs. Let's say they got a city so big there's Food Town down there, there's RX Drugs is down there. Holy moly. Wait till you see where I'm walking. It still can't be that exciting down there, right? So I think it kind of makes us even. You get to know everything. Almost, I don't know, it's like, it could be ignorance is bliss. Like, just enjoy it, But as a human, you get everything, and if you were to learn everything, how cool would that be? Because now you got everything. You don't have to have faith anymore. Well, once you know everything for the fact, there's still faith always above that. There's nothing that could take away your faith if you don't want it to be taken away. Look at this. Never before filmed by Colorado Bigfoot. And yet it's right there. I don't know where this information comes from, guys. When I tell you stuff on the video, I have no intention of telling you any of it, and I don't know where it comes from. You can believe that, or you don't have to believe it. When I turned this camera on, I had no idea what I was going to say today. So you might want to, as annoying as I am, you might want to listen to some of it, because I think they just use me as a speaker. Okay, so it's annoying, so they reach who they want through me. It's bizarre. It's really bizarre. Look at that. See right there. How do you have that? And then that. Look how they bind it up coming in. So they start right there. Right? It looks like the road there. It's not. It's a field. And they blind it from the beginning. So there's no way to see. It just shows you that there's a way to see them, especially as you're driving by. They're just right here, physical. But they know what your view is like, or if you're in that field, they know what your view is like. You guys, this is a grave. Oh my God. I found another grave. They always do the same thing. They do this over the graves. And here I got a giant pile with rocks that were underground. And this is on top of it. Oh, I got perches behind it, active. You guys, look at all the perches active. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose it. They're very active, but the pine needles are just falling now. So they just fell. It's a very active dirt perch. There's another one there. You guys, I love these seats. When did you do this? Look at the teepee structure. Oh my God, you guys. I get such emotion from this. That's how you know that's how I know I'm supposed to do this. Because I don't get tired. It's like when I found a spot like this, there's a seat right here. There's a seat. It's amazing. People think elk do that. Seat right there. Seat right there. And they're round and cleared. See that? It's amazing. And everything in here is just starting to get a coating of pine needles. You see them? Oh, you guys, please do something to me today. Please. You guys, I got to tell you, I'm thinking about going the other way. Are they doing that to me? I have a whole plan today. But what I'm seeing that way, it's making me want to walk that way. So I'll tell you what, just leave the plans out, because I was going to go over to my special spot, but I don't know. Sometimes you just got to follow the lead. See how they do it again? Look, gray and black. Everything's gray and black. You can't see it. Let me see if I can get something going here. All right, guys, this is getting pretty crazy. I got a whole new thing happening here. Look at the totem poles. None of you would recognize this anyway because I've hardly ever filmed it to begin with. There is videos here in this area from 3 years ago, and none of this existed. Nothing. There was no structures here at all. They were all over there. Look at this. Seriously. Look at that. I just gave them an ovation. I literally turned the camera off and I just started, I never did that before, I just started clapping. I was like, look at this, you guys. This is amazing. You gotta, it's the same thing, it's the seats right underneath. Just like that crazy one I got with Callie, and he's right in the distance. That's a different place. They won't be sitting right there like that. Here, they just won't, like right here, where he's like in the tree. It's possible, but not here. These guys are too mystical and too powerful, like too manipulative. Like they can do anything to me. Look how clean it is right underneath, and there's a seat. It's just that it's covered with pine needles. Very special structure. It's very special, just like all of you. You're all very special in your own way. Don't forget, Colorado Bigfoot said that. You better duck, because Colorado Bigfoot is crazy as...
So when I'm in your neighborhood, you better duck, because Ice Cube is crazy as...
Look at that. Yes, this is unbelievable. If nothing else happens for the rest of the day, I'm a structure guy. I'm so happy with this. It's unbelievable. I haven't been seeing enough mind-blowing new stuff lately. And then, of course, that's behind it. That's amazing to me. I don't even want to, I'm not even going to look. Like, you know you're getting good Bigfoot stuff if you don't go look what's out front. Like, there's so much to look at that I'm blowing off, like, things. It's amazing. Look at this new spot. It's so pretty, too. See how pretty it is in here? All right, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to go for it. It's a few miles. I'll probably turn the camera on before I get there. I'm not going to go where I was. Maybe on the way back I can get there. I want to go explore this. It's too good, you guys. There's a cliff face 1,000 yards up that way that I can't climb, but I love to get to it a few miles back behind me. So I want to get to that up here. All right. That's about a mile so far. Blatant. I couldn't help it. I knew wholeheartedly. It's not like I'm surprised. But, I mean, to see that, you guys, above the new world I was just showing you, it's not really new. It's just been expanded onto. And then we got rocks and structures and a giant cliff face somewhere up there. And I'm going to find it. Give me a minute. All right. That's about a mile so far. Blatant. I couldn't help it. I knew wholeheartedly. It's not like I'm surprised. But, I mean, to see that, you guys, above the new world I was just showing you. A whistle. Oh, yeah. They're far away. Gotta do it perfectly. I'm not doing it. I'm too out of breath. I'm actually not out of breath, but I hold it sometimes. If I'm zooming, which I'm not doing, even when I'm doing this, I tend to hold my breath more so I can stay steady. Fresh piles of dirt, 10,500 feet. Poured out of a wheelbarrow. Thank you. 10,500 feet. Getting all kinds of wood knocks today. You guys, there was one earlier. He was right near me. This has happened many times. I don't tell you because I feel like it's hard to believe. Look, fresh brand new dirt piled. They came from up above, like that somehow. And there's an old pile right next to it. Old pile. And then this is right there. You know, I wouldn't think anything of it. You know, the deer, they bring over piles of dirt for each other. But when that's next to it, I don't believe it. Older dirt. The part that gets me is there's no place it could come from except for something like that. Some of their entrances could be so not what you think. So not what we think. That way if I go like this, yeah, before I can even do that, he's already hidden behind the tree when they need to. So as you're going like this, in slow motion, you know, like I did it really fast before, he's already gone. He's already behind or gone. It's that simple. Yet your brain can't deal with that. That's ridiculous. No, you're ridiculous. That's actually pretty normal out here. Obviously, it's like that in every aspect of them, guys. It's how they get it by on us. It's how they do it. And you knowing it helps you. See, they know I know what they do. And it helps me a lot. You know, they get a kick out of it because you don't have to hide quite as much. You don't have to like do the secrets quite as much because they know. I yell at them all the time. Like, guys, don't you feel stupid? Like a couple times I try to humiliate them just to get them to come out and punch me in the face. I'm not even kidding. I was like, you guys, don't you feel stupid? I don't want to say this today, because I don't feel like this, but I was like raging, and I was like, here I am, this one dude, one dumb human, really. I really kind of am in a way, and here's all them hiding like little children. I said, you guys could rip my face off, yet you gotta hide like a little baby, you know. And I'm almost sure that's not their decision, you know. When God himself tells you, you hide like a little baby, you hide like a little baby. There's no humility like we would have. We'd be too, you know, we gotta be cool. You know, they don't have humility like that I've noticed. I've seen them laying down, big giant ones laying down on their faces. You know, they love to go, hey, here's another trick that most people don't know. They love to go into balls. They literally go into a ball. Like a round, it looks like a round black ball. I'm not kidding. Just the big Sasquatch will do that. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. I've seen it too many times. All right. I said I wasn't gonna vlog, so let me keep going here. Forgive me, I'm chewing Mentos. Man, are these good ones. I forget about the Bigfoot I'm zooming on. Let's talk about Mentos. Whatever color that was, it's good. It's not like I get them all the time, but you start eating them and you can't stop. Look at that structure. I was actually trying to peer through it, but so I'm just getting back, right? This is where they are. This is where I get them. When I say off structures, I mean like this. So you have this, like a giant trident, right? And this is where they'll be, right here. Like right in here somewhere. But they're in these bushes, like these clumped trees. I'm going to try to relocate that V tree. I've never been able to find it again. But now I don't know where I am because I'm too high up. There's a perch right here. See? The simplest little leaner with a perch underneath it. That's how they do it here. Yet all their complex structures are like, you know, a half a mile or a quarter mile that way. So they have the structure world, and then you come over here, and they're all in spots like this. We will have timestamps today. I promise you that. I can't promise it, but I could bet it. How do you promise something? Because it's possible. I've never not... Here's what most people don't know, guys. I've never been in one of their Bigfoot worlds and not captured them on camera. Think about that. That's what people don't understand. Because they want it on their terms. Guess what? We're on their terms, guys. Not like on Sasquatch terms. People want it on their terms. Like, well, we can't do it. It's not clear enough, or it's not this enough. It's like, well, tough shit. Okay, because this is what it is. And if that's not good enough for you, maybe you should pick up another hobby. Go look into something else. Maybe unicorn research is more for you. Okay, I'm showing you the best there is. It doesn't get any better. Okay, and there's other people that are doing exactly what I'm doing and starting to show the best there is too, okay? And they're gonna show the better than me. Like, it's gonna get better and better and better and better and better and better. And all you guys are gonna come running, you know, later on. Come running. As soon as Al Roker tells you how cool I am, then you'll believe it. If I'm on the news, then you'll believe it. You know, I stay out the news on purpose. You know how many newspapers have called me? TV, Channel 7 in Denver wanted to talk to me. It's people contacting them, I think, about me. A couple of the newspapers, the one in Chicago, is it? Or no, South Carolina or North Carolina? That gentleman actually watches my videos. Well, I don't know who he is. So here we are. So as much as this doesn't look like it, I'm sure I've been in spots like this before and just never knew it. They made the mistake of showing them themselves to me right here. More than once. I don't think it's a mistake, but in a sense for them, because you're not going to get rid of me that way. Okay, so I'm finally there. It's not going to seem long for you unless I start getting interactions. Can you believe it's October 4th? Wow. I'm just seeing it on the screen. I'm like, oh my gosh. Time flies when you work your ass off, I'll tell you that. Well, it's not even when it, no, actually it's not true. Look at that tree. I'm right in the middle of their spot. This is what you'll see here. These dudes don't need to be standing on the structures. They just are right here. I remember when he stood out in front of me, it wasn't to amuse me, it was to stop me. You know, maybe they have, who knows, you know, why he wouldn't have just let me walk by. Obviously, there was a reason for that. It could have been a million things. It could have been as simple as, hey, watch this. Let me do some practice on these guys. I could see him with my own eyes. I'm zooming in on the camera going, no. I'm like, Dan, don't go. It's not a Bigfoot, like I said, but he does have eyes, a nose, and a mouth. I was like, but it's nothing. Don't go. It's like, he's telling me, like, it was weird. So I knew he was there. This is like what sometimes being zaps like. I knew he was there. I knew what I was seeing. But at the same time, I didn't believe it or something. I don't know. I can't. It's just so weird how that happened. Here's a new spot right here. This is where their blinds start back here. There's no reason for me to go any further. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna sit right here. Let them come in. What I'm gonna do is sit. Look at these big, giant, fresh piles of eaten pine cones. You guys, it would take 1,000 squirrels to do that. Hundreds of squirrels. I'm not joking. And there's another big one there. And it's part of their deal right here. This is how they do it here. That's why I love this spot. If I had found this in any other capacity, I would be like, I could see they're here, but this is what I would say is this is different. This is weird. It's like, that's why you want someone like me, you know, someone that's not going to BS you. You know, because anybody else, I'm telling you, what they'll do is make everything an exaggeration. No one can just tell you the truth. They got to make everything on steroids. I won't do that to you ever, okay? Whoa. Can't see anything. Look how they do it. This is them, you guys. If squirrels did that, you'd see everyone in the world would know it. Like, because we'd all see that in our backyards. Everyone has squirrels, and not one person has a squirrel that does that. They take, if a squirrel got one pine cone like that, he's gonna run all the way up to his hole looking at the trident. He's gonna run all the way up there and he's gonna hide it in there. He doesn't leave it out in the open for other squirrels to come get. So look at that. This is why I know they do it, you guys. Look, it's not a coincidence. X hole, right? X hole. Those are two holes that actually, they do stop. It's why I think there's some of this is completely out of our thinking. They get small. You know, you can, I guess, how cool is that? Like you could shrink down, eat enough pine nuts, and for some reason when you get bigger again, we gotta talk to Ant-Man about that. What about the Avengers movie, guys? Like, the Endgame, I like it, but I was a little disappointed. First of all, you gotta get rid of Ant-Man and Wasp Girl, whatever it is. You gotta get rid of them. They take it all away. They take everything away from the Avengers. Having those two dorks in there. The girl from Lost. Like, what is she doing? How is the girl from Lost a superhero now? I'm sorry. It just doesn't work for me. Blatants. See how they do it here? And these are the special dudes. And they'll just be chilling right here. See? This is how you know. They do that, and then they make holes with pine cones. And this goes in and touches all of that. Total spot. I'll just go there. Right, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. If they don't give me something. There's your squirrel. Oh, remember? Oh, you know what? The last time I was here, some of you will remember, that deer followed me. You remember? It was the craziest thing. But yet he kept the distance like there. So that's when I started saying shapeshifters. Because a deer, look it up, you guys. I can't remember that video, but there's a deer. He follows me for 3 hours, but he never gets close, and he's always just like a Bigfoot. So he's like way over there. And all you'll see is like one eyeball from him, right? He looks at me, and I'm like, what the hell? And I walk on, forget about him, completely forget about him. I'm somewhere in here. I turn around, zoom back like this, and he's right there again. He's like just out of sight, like 100 yards, walking, like following me. You know, how do you explain that? All right, so my very special place today is, except when I came in, there was noises everywhere. Oh, look at that, and the leaners are trident above. There's 2 tridents. Unbelievable. Look at their view. I'm telling you, the pimps always have the view. You guys, those planes out there are right there. That's 12,000, 13,000 feet. That's 14,000 feet right there. And you better believe that they live there too. I'm not getting it from them. I want to zoom out. These guys are so special. I'm not quite sure they're always just here. I might have got real lucky those few times. I don't think so, though. Man, what about that one shaking the tree when I came in? I don't know if I'll put that in or not, but if I did, you'll see shaking the tree back and forth. It's an X. He was shaking an X. All right, I'm just gonna hang right here. And if I don't film anymore, the moral of this part of the video is, I was hoping I could get them. We might get some good timestamps, even though I was barely zooming in here. I might do a few more. Is that this is, you know, this is a great place. Like, You don't need to find the structures that I'm showing all the time. You just look for the, the small signs. Is it snowing? You guys, it's snowing. I'm not kidding. You gotta be kidding me. You know what's a coincidence? When that happened to me was the day before it snowed a foot. It hadn't snowed at all. And it was like November 27th. That's why I could potentially get that far. If I could do it here up to Christmas, I will be so happy. And then I'll happily take a week off for Christmas. I may be spending Christmas alone this year. That's going to be depressing, huh? I just don't know if I can afford to go back and deal with everything. I'd just rather send them money. I'd rather, the money that'll cost me to travel, which I don't have, I'd rather just send it to the girls and my grandkids for college and stuff. See, but it's all right there. I can tell you right now, I'm the first one in the world that's doing Bigfoot in the snow. October 4th at almost 11,000 feet. In the sun, too. I'm in the sun. It's got to be 55 here. Maybe 6. Nah, it's more than that. It's probably 60 here. Right here. It's 60. And that just shows you how cold it is just above. Just another 1,000 feet up. It's below freezing. Crazy. Or not. Oh, the moral of the story was, the moral of this video clip was, just if you're in areas looking around, don't want the best structures. Like, just seeing this is good enough. Just look around carefully, like, it's all right there. But no other human being in the world would ever see it but you. Isn't that cool? Think about what you know and how dumb everyone else is. You heard it here, folks. The world is stupid. You're all idiots. They're not stupid, they're idiots. That's what it is. So you gotta remember, some people take the word idiot so literally. Just take it as a fun word. It doesn't have to be so literal. You're dumb, is what is basically, you think you know everything, yet you know nothing. That makes you an idiot, okay? It's unbelievable. I'm sure I'm an idiot in 10 different ways, but just not when it comes to this. You'd be surprised. You get unidioted in other ways too, knowing this. This teaches you so much about life, about people, about how to act, about how to treat people. What's important in life. It's amazing that all that comes from them, What in the heck is that? You guys, look what I found. That's been there for a long, long time. Just like that. It's right on one of their wallows. What is that? Look how long it's been there. To get that far in that ground? Years. And years and years. Look. Come on. You see it right there? Sorry. That's me zoomed all the way in. It's the one-handed, you guys, when I do that. Sorry. What is that? And that is disgusting. What is that? You guys, what is it? It's been there for... Oh, it's Miracle Whip. Ew! Ew! I hate mayonnaise. You guys, I'll give you $1 million. That's why if I won the lottery, I'd be one of those people they talk about that lost all, because I wouldn't blow it recklessly, but I would literally give you $1 million to eat this. That would be so disgusting. Look, it's been there forever. I gotta leave it there. They never touched it, yet they got all their white sticks right next to it. And 1, 2, 3. Let me tell you, it's a tough thing to decide whether those trees have been there longer or that's been there longer. Almost the same. I wonder if they brought that there. I think yes. I think they brought it there. This was probably really blatant 10 years ago. And then they, like the soda cans and the teepees and stuff, they just put it there. And that way if anyone comes by, believe it or not, it's just how it works. Your brain works. Like, hey, this is interesting. What happened here in the middle of the forest? They look, And then for some reason, boom, you know, because you don't have that knowledge, like you're not even thinking it's possible something else exists. You know what I mean? So you're like, oh, someone was here. Oh, okay, duh. I'm an idiot. That's all it is. Ooh, this spot. I say, ooh, ooh. I don't know where I got that. I used to say it like, ooh, you're in trouble. Ooh, to my sister. I don't know if it mattered, but normally I'm coming up from that way. It's not. I went all the way up to the mountains and came down. Definitely in the right spot. Never forget filming that. I remember when that was brand new. It doesn't look touched since. There used to be a whole inside in there, and now it looks like I see fresh dirt I'm walking over. Look at this. Look how many. That's why I never forget it. Look at that. And it's all on a trident. And it used to be a spot back in there, and now it doesn't look like it is anymore. That's what it looks like. Like it doesn't look like it is anymore. I don't know. They're going bonkers a half a mile that way. You guys saw those structures, I'm assuming, already. All right, bye, I gotta go. Amazing spot. That's a totem pole, made into something. It looks like an old wallow here, except they're not using it. Well, they probably are. You can't tell. Here, you can't make any footprints. It doesn't look that used. That's why these special ones, they love this. I tell you over and over. Like Bigfoot Universe, except Bigfoot Universe's grass is like 18 inches at least, 2 feet. It's up to your knees as you're walking through it. And there is no evidence to leave there, and they love that. I'm walking towards, I want to show you, I'm going to turn it off, but here's an old perch right here. I'm walking towards the insanity. I want to show you how it transforms immediately. And I can't help to think, for some reason, in here is all their structures. And then out here they have, you know, what they need for some reason. I can't figure out the structure thing. It's absolutely killing me. Like exactly why. They literally have to have them here. I just don't know why. No clouds, I just want him. Notice how he was behind the tree too? Because that way if there's any mistakes or something happened, I'm like, look at that! You know what I mean? Like if I was like just a regular person and didn't know how to handle the situation, you know, he's gone in 2 seconds. He literally moves his head behind the tree. And by the way, he's frozen. That's the other thing people don't understand. When you're near them like that, they don't move, okay? He's not gonna walk, he's not gonna move, he's gonna handle you. And you're gonna be the one turning around and walking. Don't expect this to be within your thinking, okay? You want movement, but guess what? You're not gonna get it, okay? You might get it on some zooming videos, but right here, most likely, is it possible? Absolutely. But most likely, you're not gonna get that. It'll be me zooming on something that's not moving because he'll freeze. They know humans need movement. They know everything that you need and everything that you think. Okay, now watch this. This is really cool. I won't start a new clip. Watch this. I'll do it quickly. Okay. So there's that spot, right? You walk right past that, and it becomes this magical place, okay, where they stand in V trees, okay? Then there's a path, a really big, wide path that looks like, you know, that you had from your school to your house. If you live close to school or your friend did, you take a path, and that's kind of what it looks like. And it goes right, it's wide. It's not gaming. Wow, look at that outside. I've never seen that before. It looks like it's been there a long time. And then you come in here, right? I'm showing you this for a reason, because I want you to help me. I know this. Sometimes I don't know in certain areas, but here I know. Where I just walked out of has something to do, stick, with this. This is all the same. I wanted to show you how amazing it is. There's that structure, right? This is almost over. Just bear with me. It's almost over. My torturing of you is almost over. It's just like another hour-long video, probably. I can't make it shorter. You guys. I gotta get, or my head will explode. Even if you think like there wasn't anything important, you'd be surprised what certain people are picking up. Remember, there's a lot of people that get things that you won't, and that goes for me too. Like, that's why I can't do this without them. So all of a sudden, right, you get to the structures. The real deal structures. Especially, now what I'll do is I'll cut them off because they're over there. But I found them on the way in. Perch. It's so dark in here. So when you look in from the outskirts, you can't see. There's nothing you can see. It's pitch black, the way they set up everything. And then you come to the structures. Now, why do you do this here, but you don't need this? I mean, they do have like an X back there, it's like certain things, but here they'll go crazy. You know, with everything, literally. My God. Don't do that to me. I'm zooming. Do you notice that? You guys, you have to understand, there's no wind. So what they do is they'll sit here. It used to happen to me all the time, and I wasn't aware of it. But they sit there, and it'll always be their structure. So if you see like a Bigfoot video, and you'll see a tree. All right, I'm not going to. Oh, he wants the donuts. Look, there's no wind. Listen, no wind at all. He's taking his structure and he's going like this because he wants the donuts. I don't have the camera on me, okay? Sorry about that. I'm gonna leave them. He thought I was gonna leave without the donuts. They love sugar. They don't need anything from us, but if you're gonna leave them something, leave them a candy bar, something with sugar, but nothing. If you leave it in this, so I left this, they will not touch this. He might take it and throw it, but they won't go into it, as far as I'm concerned, like this. I don't know why. I know it sounds crazy, but they don't. As far in my experiences, they do not like anything to do with plastic or anything like that. I think they bend the rules a little bit for sugar. Who wouldn't, right? You'd be like, listen, God, you're gonna have to understand. You know, like if there's a Snicker bar sitting there, you're probably willing to go to hell at some point for that Snicker bar.